like she believed them at the time. Does she really believe them now? I hope she does, but if she does change, it will not be with the mindset that she currently has, which is a self-destructive one. If she really does care about getting her weight down, then she has to change. If she doesn't want to lose weight, well, there's nothing I can say to her with regards to that on principle. I mean, it's not what I'd recommend, and you're putting an awful lot of stress onto an already struggling healthcare system. But at the same time, you need to stop promoting this arc, this cycle to possibly vulnerable people, that your mentality is justifiable to someone who might want to lose weight, even though you apparently want to lose weight. To a majority of the audience, it might seem obvious that this is not the way that someone should live, but there will always be people who are questioning their own responsibility. And although it's definitely possible that some people are weaker than others, because your situation is not like any other, Amberlynn, you have an audience that is now watching a person and counting up their weight until something terrible happens. And you're placing 8 mid-roll ads, and you're probably making a decent amount of money from that. Other people don't have that. So don't try and frame your mentality from a moral standpoint, because most other people who might be in a similar weight position don't have all these motivations that have become so obvious in your recent content. They do not have that safety net. I mean, come on, look at those mid-rolls. And the list of stuff she does goes on and on and on. And it's not worth documenting them all right now, because at the end of the day, they can be explained by the mentality we've discussed. More lying, animal maltreatment, some kind of pyramid scheme. She apparently created a fake account to defend herself from criticism in a Facebook and apparently Discord group too. It's genuinely frustrating, because whether she was genuine in her first videos or not, it's clear they meant something to people. And now it's just come to here. And I wish it hadn't. Do you know how many puns I can make now? But you see, I'm a man of refrain, because I accept that life is not easy, and when we deal with serious problems in our lives, we might let go of some of the things that we are meant to take care of. But at the same time, it's important that we acknowledge the consequences our actions might have. And I think that's what bothers people. You're a public figure. There is this mentality that people are going to hate on you just because you're fat. And sure, a few people are like that. But at the same time, being overweight does promote an insecurity in many people, and I think you understand that insecurity too. Your old videos definitely seem that way. Other YouTube related factors that you might be experiencing may override that now, but that's not the case for anyone else that you're sending these messages to. You are the exception, not the rule. In our first ever video, Amberlynn says she's doing this for herself.
I'm not really doing this for other people, I'm more so doing it for myself.
It's clear what that means to her now. This is the problem. Amberlynn cannot stop the cycle of failure and food and consumption, or else she will lose her subscribers regardless of their motivation to stay, and she'll continue to push herself further and further until something terrible happens and she loses that audience that she gained in the first place, and all she'll be left with is a lot of weight and the security is gone, and all that drama, all that deception that you took part in that hurt people, that clearly affected people, would be for nothing. You're on thin ice as it is. People don't stick around for the credibility because they know you have none of that. You've destroyed that for the sake of clickbait and views and talking about people who you thought couldn't defend themselves. Many people will just see how far you can push yourself, and I sure as hell hope you turn around, for everyone's sake, because I don't see many positive outcomes from this situation as it is.